everybody. My name is Guillaume. I'm from France, currently president team, and I'm really happy that I'll be able to share a few of my story, a few of my tips during the next 1 hour in order for you to achieve success into Herbalife. So I'll go through my presentation. And first of all, I want to give you one point. This is one from my mentor, Quentin Rivoire, for those who know him. And he used to tell me, if there are no ups and downs in your life and in your business, it means you're dead. And if you see what happened in the last few months, in the last few years, actually, there are a lot of ups, but also some downs. And, a lot of people, they used to ask me, oh, tell me, what happened here in 2020? But to be honest with you guys, what is most interesting, it is what happened before 2018, okay? There was some struggle, there was some stuff to learn, to put in the work, and a lot of interesting moments in those time. But this is maybe my first point, and you should write that down. If there are no ups and downs, it means you're dead. So be okay with the ups you have in your business, and this is easy, but also be okay with the down that you may have in your business. If you're doing the right stuff, there are gonna be ups. Then I want to share something about money. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is when I started full-time the business, 2016, and with those kind of money in France, it's not even half the medium salary. Okay, so I was kind of under pressure. 2017, I was not stressed about my money, but there was no freedom. That is 1 year after, 3 times more, 1 year after, 3 times more. And this is what happened in 2020. And actually it's even bigger, but I'm showing you this, not to brag or just to show off, but I'm showing you this because I know by doing that at the beginning of the call, some of you are going to listen a bit more what I'm going to say. Okay, so maybe if you want to have the same kind of growth in the next 4 years, because if you see there is 4 years, beginning of 2016 until the beginning of 2020, okay, actually the middle of the year. So there is 4 years between those numbers. So if you want to have the same kind of growth, then you should listen what I'm gonna say to you. So this is where everything started. I'm going to be quick on that. I'm going to smaller my video here. So I'm going to be quick, but from my parents, I get some value. My mother is, I'm the oldest of brotherhood of four children. And because my parents get divorced, my mother have been working very hard, even at 2 different jobs at the same time, sacrificing a lot of stuff just to put food on the table. And from her, I get this hard work side of my personality. And my father has always been somebody very, a loving person, always helping people, taking care of each other. So from my parents, I get some values. And a few years after that, I discovered the opportunity. At first, as a client, because I was doing a lot of sport, my nutrition wasn't good, so I wanted to improve my result. And just by having a better nutrition, better breakfast, some snack, just basic stuff, but I was able to have this result. Of course, I was satisfied, but I was maybe one of the worst challenger that you can have, one of the worst customer that you can have. I was the one, not answering the call, not doing the follow-up meeting. When my coach tried to call me, I just don't answer. I just don't give him any news or anything. And that was me. So maybe you have this kind of customer today, maybe in a few years they can become president team. So you don't know. And after a few months, satisfied with the result that I was getting, I decided to start a business. And the problem is during 1 year, I was not serious in what I did. For me, it was an opportunity to learn some stuff, to have fun, to meet new people. But I was not serious in what I did. So, for example, those are three of the five posts that I did on Facebook and Instagram for the first year. So it means I was posting on social media less than once every 2 months. This is not good. And the problem is I was doing the same with every point of my business. So I was taking the nutrition not so seriously. I was wearing the brand one day during the week. I was going to the nutrition club or taking action, inviting new people, maybe once a week. And this is maybe the second point. But if you want, I have a lot of people in my team. They say, people around me, they say Herbalife is not serious, it's not a real business, it's not. And I'm just answering to them. Do you even take yourself seriously? And this is maybe the first point. If you want people around you, they believe in yourself, they take you seriously in what you're doing, then you should take yourself seriously. And this is the first point. So my first year wasn't so good, but I was able to learn some stuff. For example, this guy was my very first member. He decided to give up. This picture has been taken in 2015, I guess. And he committed to me, I'm going to go to the Get Team next year. The thing is, he didn't do it. He gave up. And when he gave up, he had just one girl in his team. And this girl was, I don't know, maybe senior consultant at the time. Today, she's Get Team. So it means that this guy is losing thousands of money every single month. So if you're here, if you have one customer, one preferred customer, one member, one distributor in your team, then you just cannot give up, guys. This is so important. So during 1 year, I was, happy with what I was experiencing. And the problem is, even if I was happy, I was not serious. I was not leading the way. I was not showing the example. And this is my first nutrition club. But the problem is, I was inviting people to the nutrition club maybe once a week, once a month. I don't even know. And the problem is, there were no leader in this nutrition club. So nothing was built on strong foundation. I was not going to the event. I was not putting the action. It was not good. So during 1 year, I stayed as a supervisor in Herbalife. And maybe some of you are supervisor, maybe some of you are supervisor since a long time. And at this time, I really thought that my business was about to go crazy because I had some feed camp, some nutrition club, some people started to go supervisor. So I really saw that, I'm going to be president next week like this. The problem is, because nothing was built on strong foundation, everything went down. And at this time, I could have given up, but I went to my very first event, and it was an extravaganza. I went there with 7 people just to have fun with them. And for me, it was mind-blowing. I realized how strong is the company. I realized that the opportunity is limitless. I realized that everybody can make it. I realized the marketing plan is just amazing. And I decided that I'm going to make it. And this is something good because with Herbalife, with a snap of the finger, you can decide to have a brand new start. No matter if it took you 6 months, 9 months to go to the supervisor, or even if you've been there since few months, few years, with a snap of the finger, you can decide to start something new. Start something new. You can decide to learn. You can decide to, be the leader, to show the example to your team. And for me, I was 1 year in the business, but I was scared to do a wellness evaluation because I don't have the knowledge. I don't know how to do that. I was not able to do a feed camp. I was not able to, set up an HOM. But I decided to learn, and of course, it was interesting, challenging, but everybody can do it. So for me, it was at that time the end of 2015. At this time, I met this guy. He is called Jan, and he is actually it was my very first star. And this is important, a point that I want to make on this call. You know, with the people that you're gonna meet, that you're gonna get in touch through your journey into Herbalife, always see them in a better version of themselves. Because when I met this guy, he was shy. He was 150 kilograms. He was with no job. He was like a lot of people would not believe in him. And in the team, I had some young people, fitness instructor on social media and everything. And this guy, young father, he was maybe like 30 years old, no social media, shy guy, 150 kilograms. But just because I saw him in a better version of himself, he decided to believe in the vision that I had for him. So he decided to allow himself to go one step and another and lose some weight and have some confidence and invite some people and the thing is, he was the very first in my entire team to qualify as active world team, a star in Herbalife. So always see people, your customer, your perfect customer, your distributor in a better version of who they are today. Okay, and hopefully they will become. This is important. So I started to build a team, to build a support system. We set up some calls with the guys. So we started to do some personal development, some small events with the team, some qualification, and I just want to give you that word, guys. No matter if maybe your upline is living far away, maybe you are not so close to your upline, but it's all about you to create that momentum, to create that team, to create that community around you. And for me, it was at that time I decided to do that. And of course, everything started to grow. And I qualified active world team. I qualified for, it was a team qualification in Los Angeles. It was amazing, guys. Really, I was able to spend the extravaganza there. To have some, this is at the house of Garen Jones, for those who know him. Maybe it was midnight, something like that, with some top leaders of the team, of our team. And at this time, I was able to drive a Ford Mustang. This one is rented. Today, I have my own in the garage. But it was so important for me, this event. I qualified for it. I worked for it to qualify to attend this event, to attend this vacation, this retreat, call it whatever you want. But I worked for that. And because I qualified, I get my vision going from here to here. And something really huge, also a piece in my heart that I will become president no matter what. So always fight for any qualification, any event, attend any event, qualify for everything, because you don't know what you're gonna leave, which event gonna give you some extra power. Okay, so just give it all to qualify every time. And something interesting happened. And guys, I need to tell you that because I don't want you to do the same mistake. The thing is, because I started to work, my business started to go up. I qualified actually world team. I qualified for this retreat, in Los Angeles, and for me, I was the king of Herbalife. So I did a huge mistake, and at this time I was thinking, okay, my team gonna grow, my team gonna build, and I'm gonna become president team. Now I'm good. So I started to stop doing the follow-up of my customer. I started to stop to talk to new people. I started to stop to recruit. I started to stop to show the example. I started to show whatever, to be present for my team, to help them. So my business also went down. And this is important, guys, because a lot of people, when things start to grow, they stop, they relax, they slow down. I don't know why, but this is maybe the human being. We, you know, usually when we can, we do less. And this is a huge mistake. It helps if I can give you maybe this advice, you should write it down. But if I can give you one thing, when it's hard, you should work hard. In painful time, when there is no growth, and work hard in this time. But when everything starts to grow, when everything starts to go better, go well, then you should work even harder in those times. And this is something that I was able to understand at this time. Some people, you will need that at the supervisor, because you think that you arrived, your supervisor, you 50% discount, so you start to relax, and then nothing will happen. Some people at the world team, and a lot of people, they do 1 month, 3 months, 4 months until the world team, and then they stop doing 2,500. And this is because they think, okay, I'm arrived. So don't fall into that trap, okay? And always, when everything go well, when you're growing into the marketing plan, in your business, in your community, always work even harder, and you will be happy with that on the long term. And I moved into another city. That was very, very, very interesting time. I don't know where I'm gonna put that here. Look, my business went down in the summer 2016, as I told you, and because of that, I don't know, August 2016, September 2016, I was making maybe 200-300 euros, like literally. And I decided at this time to move into another city, and the city is called Toulouse in the south of France. Maybe some of you know that city. But the point is, I had no money to have one nutrition club and an apartment. So at this time, I was in the need to choose which one was more important for me. And of course, if I'm here to talk to you, this is because I decided to open a nutrition club. And during 6 months, we were living in that nutrition club with my little brother. He is my little brother. Maybe some of you know him. Get to qualify soon. And this is the nutrition club. It's a 24 meter square place with no kitchen, no shower. So we were taking the shower only in the street, as you can see on that picture. And that was the food that we were eating, like literally every single day, because we were not able to cook meat or pasta or anything, because there was no kitchen, just one fridge, one microwave, one toilet right here, and my little brother was sleeping on the couch, and I was on inflatable bed just behind here every single night. And every single morning, waking up very early, packing everything in order to welcome the people, the prospect, the customer that were coming to our nutrition. So if I am telling you that story, this is because at one time in your business, you're going to have to um, sacrifice something. For me, I was sacrificing some, maybe some comfort, some, yeah, maybe it was it. But maybe for some of you, it's going to be in your relationships, some people that are toxic to your business. Maybe you have one patient that takes you a lot of time, and you will be in the need to, I don't know if sacrificing is a good word, because I think it's more about choosing. Okay, at this time, it was just a choice for me. It was easy to make that choice because my vision for what I wanted and where I wanted to go was very clear. So I did that at this time, and I'm showing you this again. It's not to complain, because when we talk about this time with my little brother, it's happy memories, really. Um, but remember that one day you will need to take maybe difficult choices in order to achieve the life that you want to create for yourself, for you. So just sharing that. After that, the goal was to go get team. Get team mean global expansion team. So during few months, we decided to go global. And when I mean global, I mean in few weeks, we were driving all over France, doing thousands and thousands of kilometers in like every month. It was thousands and thousands of kilometers, because every time that one people wanted to try the product, to know more about the business, I was just saying, okay, tomorrow I'm out to your house and we discuss about that. And like at this time we launched some cities like Montpellier, where today we have 2 or 3 nutrition clubs, Toulon, where we have 2 nutrition clubs, Tarbes, that was in Marseille, Belgium, Paris, like a lot of places, and for me it was clear that during few months I needed to go global, to expand more than just in my city. And after that, some people, very close people of mine, decided to join the business. Actually, they were already in the business, but they decided to be. They decided to take it seriously. Actually, just that, to be serious in this opportunity. There were, I don't know, maybe 6 months in the business, 6 months doing nothing pretty much. But they decided the beginning of 2017, they decided, okay, we're going to follow you on that journey and we're going to do something. Today, one of them, my cousin, is fully qualified Get 2.5. My little brother is almost qualified Get 2.5. But if I show you these pictures, this is just to explain that, of course, I wanted them to join me from day one. From day one, I wanted to work with those very close people of mine. But the thing is, they were the one don't answering the call. They were the one don't attending the presentation, the HOM that were taking place close to their house, and it took them some time in order to join this business. And I'm giving you this message because this is sure that today you have some people around you, maybe your husband, maybe your wife, maybe some brother, sister, parents, a very good friend of you, whatever, but you have some very close people of you. You want them in the business, but they are not ready. And I'm just giving you this message in order for you let it go, but don't push them too much. Just do your best. Be more intense, more focused in what you do, and one day they will join for sure. And for me, I was never, pushing them too hard in order for them to join the business, to be part of it, and everything. But I just did my best in creating the impact in what I do. And eventually, when they saw me traveling, making good money, being in the best shape of my life, and everything, they started. So just be okay with that. It's okay if some people don't understand right now what you're doing, what is your vision. Because, I was never angry at them because they didn't know what was possible with this opportunity. They were not in the same event as me. So if you go back to your house, and or maybe you are in your room, you go in the living room with your parents or with your husband, and they say, "Oh, it's your stuff, Herbalife. It's not serious or whatever." No problem with that. This is just because they don't know. They don't know the stories. They don't know the event that you are having. They don't know all the information about the company, all the results that we can get, all the impact that we can create around us. Okay, so just be okay with that, and one day it will happen. For me, it was the beginning of 2017, and it was a crazy boost in order for me to do more. Because of course, when you have those people around you, very close people, you want to inspire them. You want to be the example even more. Okay, so it was huge for me to have them by my side. This is what happened in 2017. Nothing much to say. Okay, we just kept on going, doing our best, helping people, getting in the better, getting in shape, doing some fit camp, learning with the best. Here is my mentor, Career 24. Some retreat, some events, some travel, some like just building our life, building our lifestyle. And I want to show you what happened in 2018, 2019. Why I want to show you that? Because I am from a very modest family, and in my family, we are not people traveling a lot. Okay, I've never been able to travel to different places. We went, I don't know, maybe to Spain with my family, and nothing much more. But I just want to show you what is possible with Herbalife in just 2 years. Because maybe some of you want to travel, you want to meet new people, you want to have the lifestyle, you want to go to crazy places. Maybe you are one of those guys. And for me, also one point of why I joined Herbalife, it's also because of the lifestyle that this opportunity can provide. The opportunity to travel, to meet amazing people, to be free, to have no boss. It was also for that, to have the freedom to do that. Because with my job of engineer, I could have the money to travel, but 5 weeks every year. This is not the way I want my life to travel only few days, few weeks when my boss is telling me, okay, you can go on vacation. This is not the way I wanted to live my life. Even if, as an engineer, I could have been paid well, for now, the salary that I could get as an engineer, I'm making that, I don't know, in 1 day or 2 days, I'm making that salary that I was making, I could have made in 1 month as an engineer. But I come back to my subject. This is what happened in just 2 years. I was able to travel to so many places. Some retreat in Singapore, that was in Lyon, that was in Greece, that was in Spain, a lot of amazing places. And also with good people. I was able to travel with my brother, with some friends, with my cousin, with this girl that is my wife. And I met my wife in a retreat, in a team retreat in Singapore. I was able to meet the one that today is my wife. And I'm showing you this because 2020, not so much traveling because of the COVID and everything. But this is Herbalife. And if you get serious 1, 2, 3 years, I'm pretty sure that you will have a lifestyle that today you cannot even imagine. Okay? So just get focused and be consistent in what you do, and it will happen. 2020, 2021, of course. So the graphic is not updated, but a lot of growth in the last few months, in the last 12 months, for example. But this is all it's just the consequences of the consistency that we get in the last few years, the support system that we built in the last few years, the leadership that we increased in the last few years. Okay, this is just consequences. So just do your stuff, and one day you will open your eyes and the business will go crazy for sure. So just keep going on what you do, guys. So I'm going to give you in the next 30-40 minutes, I'm going to give you maybe my best tips, or actually the one that I gave to my supervisor a few weeks ago, okay? Because you all are supervisor, and I think you start to understand what is possible with that business. You start to understand the basic, but I want you to build something amazing this year. Okay, so I'm gonna try to give you my best advices. So as I told you, as supervisor, I guess and I hope that you already master the basics. Okay, so I'm gonna go very fast on those, but use the product in a professional way, wear the brand, but also be the brand, be attractive, be positive, be good around you. Talk to people, but not just talk, but invite new people every single day, no matter what. And not just attend the event, but be willing to learn every single day in every single situation in order for you to improve yourself. Okay? Those are the use, wear, talk, and go to the event. But do that in a professional way if you want to get professional with that business one day. The thing is, I know that you want more out of the possibilities and the opportunity that you have in front of you out of Herbalife. So if you want to have more, then you need to do more. So I'm going to give you some more key points. I'm going to switch my camera here. So my first point, create a vision for your future. This is so important. Maybe some of you have already heard about the dream board, and a lot of people, I want to build that, I want to have that car, I want to have that villa. That's okay, but do you see that every single day? Okay, if you don't have a real printed dream board in your office or in front of your bed, or and you can also have it on your smartphone as a wallpaper, this is problematic, okay? Because you need to create that vision for you, but you need to, to print that vision into your DNA, actually, okay? By seeing it every single day, by having it on the wallpaper, on the office, and everywhere, it will become a reality, but it will become an evidence to go through the difficult times when you will need to face them, because you keep that vision. Okay, if that vision is just some pages that you follow on Instagram, some pictures that you have in your smartphone, then it will be difficult to to keep them in difficult time. So have them very, very close to you. Then you need to understand that we are building a distribution network. I go back. I'm saying that because a lot of people in my team, even achieving the supervisor or active supervisor, they are always focused on, okay, how much volume point do I have? Or I need to sell more of that, or I'm going to try to sell more product of this one. I'm going to try to sell more product to this one, or always, focusing, having new customer just to achieve the 2,501 volume point. Guys, of course, doing 2,500 is good, and actually it's a minimum if you want to grow. But more than focusing on, having few clients buying product from you, just keep in mind that you want to have a sustainable business with satisfied customer that order on the long-term basis, okay? And they can order from you, of course, and you have the, preferred customer program that is pretty amazing because you're building people with the recommendation program under those preferred customer people, but also by building a network because who gonna impact more life between one customer and one distributor. Of course, one distributor or one customer that become distributor one day. Okay, so I just want you to have that in mind because a lot of people, they are really close-minded and they see only the volume in their platform and a few clients and everything. But this is not about that. This is really about creating the impact through a distribution network. So from now, if you think that, maybe I'm a little bit too much focused on my volume, then you should focus a bit more on building people that will be able to make money by putting the product on the market and helping people to have results. If you focus on that, you will start to build a real distribution network, and the possibilities are endless when you focus like that. Another point. If you lack of skills, there are no problem putting the work, but putting the numbers. And this is a point from my wife. My wife, she was a waitress working in a restaurant, and when she started, she used to say, I was with no skills. I was not confident in myself. I was not with a lot of people around me. I didn't know much about the nutrition. I was not very attractive on social media. But in despite of that, I was putting the numbers more than everybody. So a sponsor used to say, you should talk to 10 people a day. And she was thinking, okay, but I'm not good in that business for now. So I'm going to talk to 50 people every single day. Okay. And this is a good news because not everybody is confident, is attractive on social media, is with good network around them. But by putting the numbers, you can fill the lack. Okay. And you will grow the skills through the time. Another point, so important one, stop looking for results day one, get disciplined, and you will see. Because it's normal, we want to have results. So usually we start to work, to talk to some people, put some action, and we want results. This is normal. But a lot of people, a lot of supervisors, they start to work and everything. But because after 1 month or 2 months, they are not in qualification of active supervisor with a big team, then they start to stop on doing the action. Okay, and this is a problem because we are entrepreneurs. So you will get paid one day for all the work that you do. Maybe not this month, maybe in 6 months, somebody that you're gonna meet tomorrow gonna send you a message. Okay, and it happened every single day to me, to my wife, to the people that work in that business. So my wife was very clever, and she's amazing. And when she started, she used to say, "I signed it for 3 years at least. So I dare you to say that. I dare you to say that to your wife, to your sponsor, to people around you. I signed it for 3 years at least from now. So no matter what happened, I'm gonna do the work every single day." Okay. And the thing is, after 3 years, my wife is millionaire team, so she keep on going what she's doing because she love it, and she's changing lives every single day. Okay. Then long-term vision. Okay, so this is the same point, but just always have a long-term vision, because when you focus on, okay, no matter if I'm not getting by the end of the year, the point is I'm gonna be melting in 3 years, and this is most important. Okay, so always have the long-term vision. And my last point is about the action plan. You should have an action plan. Okay, we are not employees, so we don't have a schedule, to go to work at this time and everything. But we need to discipline ourselves into an action plan. Okay, a list of action that we commit to do every single day, no matter what. No matter if it's our birthday, no matter if I'm traveling, no matter if it's an event weekend, you commit to do that action every single day. So a list of action to listen Marcus and Jim around, to meet 10 people every single day, to do 2 presentations every single day, to do 1 post on social media. Like a list of things that you commit to do every single day, and you check. It's not just a list that you put on the wall and you read once a week. It's a list that you check every single day. I'm sure for the one who do that, your business gonna go crazy for sure. So take the decision, and I'm going into the last 15 minutes of my presentation. But if you want to achieve one day the president team, at first you need to take a decision, and it should be simple, because every single day we are taking decision. For example, today you took the decision to attend the call, and no matter what happened, maybe you wake up a little bit late, maybe you had some message to send, maybe I don't know what could have happened to you, but you arranged yourself to attend the call because you took the decision to attend the call. So it should be the same with our future. It should be easy to take the decision. Of course, some stuff gonna go different way that we thought, so we will need to arrange ourselves, but it should be easy to commit, to take a decision, and then to follow that decision, to follow that commitment. So if you want to take the decision, at first you need to know why. Why do you want to achieve the president team? Why do you want that freedom? Is it just for yourself? Is it for your family? Is it for you? For the to I don't know, to get your job, to have more money to give back to charities. Like, why do you do that? Then keep in mind that no matter the decision you take, there is always people that are going to try to convince you not to do it, because they don't understand. They will say that you're crazy, whatever. But if it's important for you, no matter who and no matter what they tell you, just keep on going. This is really important. You need to believe it, guys. And to be honest with you, if during my first year, you remember, I was not serious, was not committed, and this is also, and this is mainly because for me, it was not possible to succeed with Herbalife. For me, I was always thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But the day I went to my first event, I heard all the stories, and maybe that day is today for you. And I realized that literally everybody could make it with Herbalife. So I started to believe. And when you start to believe, you will act differently and you will have different results. So this is one first point. From tonight, you should choose to believe in yourself and to believe in this company and to believe in this opportunity. And then no matter what happened, there's going to be some time you're going to be tired, you're going to fail, you're going to do some mistakes. But does it mean that you should, stop the process, that you should stop going into the direction of your commitments? I don't think so. I think that it is just an opportunity to learn, to do it different way, to adjust yourself. And it happened to me a lot of time through the last 6 years. I was always in the need to adapt myself, to learn from my mistakes. But, it was never an opportunity for me to say, oh, I should give up. Okay, because I took the decision. So just today, on the call, decide to take the decision. And then once you have taken the decision, don't overanalyze, because a lot of people, they ask themselves too much. They want to know everything, they want to learn everything, they want to understand everything. And I was this kind of guy. But I'm going to give you a very simple example, it's like clear. If I want to gain muscle, what is most effective between reading a book 1 hour on bodybuilding or going to the gym 1 hour every single day? Of course, the second case, I'm going to have more results. Of course, I'm going to make some mistake. I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to learn. I'm going to get back on track. But by going to the gym every single day, 1 hour, I'm going to have much more result than reading a book every single day. So this is for all the guys that, they're always learning, listening all the audiobook, attending all the events, but never putting the action. Nothing going to happen in your business and in your life. Just realize that. So decide to going into action in order to grow, and also in order to learn. And here I want to talk about your goals. Maybe you have some goals for 2021. Sorry. Maybe you have some goals for this month, for this week, for the last few months. And you should always shoot for the impossible. First point, just ask yourself, is there really something that is impossible? And I don't think so, because I really think that if something looks possible as an objective, when you define an objective, for example, for 6 months, and it looks possible for you, that is problematic, because you will not need to stretch yourself. It will be easy. And it means that you are underestimating yourself. But if you set a goal that looks impossible, then it's exciting, because it challenges you. So you will need to learn. You will need to to become. You will need to improve maybe your discipline, maybe some skills, maybe you will grow the team. But if there is a challenge, it means that your objective will also change you, and you will get better through the process of attaining that goal. Okay, and this is also something. There is no interest in playing small. Okay, nobody wants that. The last point about shooting for the impossible, it is because it is not only about you. What I mean by that is that if, for example, you are supervisor and this month you decide, okay, I'm going to go 5K, 10K, 20K personal volume. It is not about you doing that, but it is also about the story that you will tell to your distributor next week, next month, and they will get inspired. They will realize that it is possible, and they will do it. So what you see in this quick example, it is that by achieving the impossible, it shows the way for others. It empowers people. I just give you this example about the personal volume, but it can be also, I don't know, reaching the president team in the last 12 months. Why not? Why not? Maybe you will have some president team in 12 months. Why not? It will empower people. It will show what is possible. Millionaire team in 12 months. Shoot for the impossible when you define your goal. This is really important. Start slow and go big. I'm going to smaller my camera here. So, this is the guy who started Herbalife. This is the guy that I became. The only difference between these two, of course, some more muscle mass, but also in the second case, I just have 200 supervisors in the team. So if you are supervisor, it's pretty easy to teach one people to become supervisor. If you can teach one people to become supervisor, you can teach 10 people to become supervisor. And the thing is, if you can teach 10 people how to become supervisor, you can also teach them how to get 10 supervisors. And the thing is, you will become president team. If you have the skills today to be supervisor, you have the skills to become president team, because it's just a matter of helping each other to do what you just did. Okay? And after, gonna be crazy. Few pictures that where I was able to invite my family to a boat vacation. I went to Vegas, crazy stuff, but not saying much. For 5 years ago, I was just a poor supervisor living in my nutrition club and wondering how I'm gonna make it. It was difficult to imagine that I could make it that way. But I decided to believe. And what I want to say to you and to show you, it is, I know when you're supervisor, because for me it was the case, so maybe for some of you it's the case, when you see a president team pin, you're like, oh, but this is huge. I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if I'm able to build that pin, to build that organization, 200 supervisor. Like, it's crazy. And this is why I want to show you something. Look, those are a few people that I met. She was a beautician student. He is my cousin. He is one guy that I was in a group on Facebook with him. I met this guy in some outdoor workouts. He is my little brother. And look, we just help them to get in shape, to get the better version of themselves. It starts to inspire people around them. They start to impact people around them. They start to believe, and finally, this is what happened. Showing you again what happened. Boom. And we just did the same with some other people from social media, a friend from church, my best friend from engineering school, like different people doing the same, helping them to get in shape, and then helping them to impact people around them. What you see in that two slides, this is that to build a president team, it only took me 10 people. 10 people that said, okay, I'm following you on the long term for this project. Okay, 10 people in 5-6 years. That means every single year I was able only to get 1 or 2 people joining me for something serious. And of course, in order to have 2 serious people, maybe you need to talk to 100 people, to 1,000 people. No matter, everybody on this call is able to have 2 people joining on the long term, joining for something serious. 2 people every single year. Guess what? If you do that in 5 years, maybe 4, maybe 6, but 5 years, you're gonna be president team. Okay, and then what I'm doing today, just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Okay, so this is easy, guys. If president team looks far, no problem. Just focus on helping, meeting, presenting, helping people to grow into the marketing plan, build your distribution network through distributors, through preferred customer, and you'll see that you will make it if you have the long-term focus. Okay, if you don't do it for 1 or 2 months and then you look for results, you're gonna make it one day. Finally, I want to share a few stories with you. Those are some personal stories, but I want to share that because it can, give you power. It can make you aware of what you have in front of you. When I say what you have in front of you, I'm not speaking of myself. I'm speaking of the opportunity that you have in front of you, guys. Okay, so these are 2 very personal stories, just for you to understand that it is not only about you. What I mean is you being on the call, you taking this opportunity seriously, you talking to new people every single day, you improving yourself, you working on your nutrition, you learning, you not giving up. It is not only about you. Okay? And I'm going to share you 2 stories. The first one is the one from my mother. Today she lost 22 kilograms. It's not only about the weight. Just imagine a woman of 50 years old that lose 22 kilograms. Just imagine the way that she feels in her mind. She starts to love herself again. She starts to get confidence in herself again. Everything is changed. And guys, I cannot even tell you. I have the chills saying that. How much she's happier now than before. Not only she's healthier and she will live longer, but she's happier. And this is what we do, making the world healthier and happier. Just imagine if after 1 year, because I was supervisor during 1 year and, I was kind of stuck in the business, if I decided to give up. I don't know where my mother could be today, okay? And another story, it's the one from my little brother. My little brother, that happened in a event, Herbalife event, and he he sent me a message during the event. So, I was taking my phone, checking the message, and my little brother just said, I'm seeking, um, I'm seeking back 5 years ago now, and in 5 years, thank you, thank you for me, thank you for mom, thank you for Leo, our little brother. Thank you to have taken the strong decision. And remember, guys, you will need to take some strong decisions someday. Thank you to have paid a price. I love you. And I just answer, you don't need to think 5 years ago. Just look, 2 years ago, you were with me in that nutrition club. Don't imagine in 5 years, just imagine what can happen in 2 years. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Guys, if I am sharing that, it is, and I could tell you hundreds and hundreds of stories of people being happier, being healthier, that are free and were able to quit their job because I didn't give up. So just keep that in mind. Every time that is difficult, every time that you want to give up, every time that you don't want to do the action, just think about all those stories that are waiting to be written, and they need you. They need you. So about the future, long story short, but everybody gonna need us, guys. Everybody need to eat. Everybody want to be healthy. Everybody has bills to pay. Everybody loves freedom. Everybody like to travel. So we're gonna have growth for sure. We're gonna help the world, guys. So if you're part of it today, don't be the one that is looking the growth that we're gonna have in a few years on social media. Be part of it. Be part of it. After that, I just want to remind you that today we are, already 20% of the year is already gone. So because of that, I just want to ask you this question, but what are you going to do with this year, with the 80% that are left of 2021? And do whatever you want. But I know for me, for my team, for those that want to create their life the way they want, it's time to go all in. And it's time now to go all in, guys. Don't wait for next month. Don't wait for next week. Don't wait for next year. It is time right now. Okay? So just, guys, let's go. Nothing much to say. Look, Mark Hughes, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. So I hope that hopefully you get some value out of the training that I just gave you, some key points. And I hope that you will think about that when you will be in front of the situation, when it's going to be difficult, when everything will go easy and you need to work harder. When I just hope that you will take some of that training in order for you to create an even better story. Okay? So it was a pleasure for me to be able to share with you, to give you some tips, to share my story. Thank you so much for just listening to me. Looking forward to meet you, maybe at the extravaganza, maybe at the honors for some of you. And take care. Have a great week. Have a great month. And have a great year. See you. Thank you so much again.